Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Wahlberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can grow your authority and convert with ease. Today's tip is go local. I've talked a lot about the importance of niching down as a podcaster and the many benefits of it, including your findability and having a deeper connection with your listener. I know, you've got a podcast, you're worldwide, you're global, you're talking to everyone on the planet, but no one's listening. Thinking local is another form of niching down that a lot of podcasters ignore. It could be a big opportunity for you to get some traffic and have a bigger impact. A great example of this would be a real estate podcast. By going global, you might have a much bigger audience, but you might be handcuffed by talking broadly about how to negotiate a deal or what to look for in a house. But if you're local and focused on a specific city or region, you might have a smaller audience. But here's the thing, you'll get more qualified leads and get people who want to talk to you and only you when they're buying or selling their house, because your listener knows that you don't just know about real estate, you know all about their neighborhoods, where they want to live, proximity to things, schools, commute times, new developments in the area, and the actual value of homes in their neighborhood, which in a hot or cold market will mean timing, and that's everything when it comes to buying or selling. There's a lot more value there for the listener. The point is, when you go local, you stand out because people see that you're their local expert on a topic. Your podcast will rise to the top when they're searching versus a podcast that's in a large sea of global podcasts. So going local can be really powerful. So I know this example is pretty obvious, and that might just be the exact same for, say, landscapers or fishing. But even if you're talking about more broad topics like relationships, mindset, or weight loss, you can still connect on a different level with your listeners. Those who hike the same mountains that you do, enjoy the same parks, visit the same spaces, drive the same highways, visit the same restaurants. When you speak the same language as your listener, there's a connection there. You can't do that on an international level. Locals understand you. They get you. You get them. So if you go this direction, get that language into your show title, tagline, description, or episode titles along the way. So many podcasters and entrepreneurs are scared to niche down. They think they're missing out on the masses. But the smaller you get, the bigger impact you can have. So don't discard being local as a big opportunity. Plus, and this is a big perk, it's actually a lot easier to get local media than it is to get national media because you have a connection to the community. But just remember, the fact that you started a podcast is not reason enough to make the local paper. What's the story behind it? What's your story? And how is your podcast affecting change in your city? That's the story. And if you don't think this is powerful, I want to share a story I saw on Facebook recently where a fellow podcaster shared his recent success about the numbers of downloads he got. And classic Facebook, everyone was all over him. How did you do it? Share your secret. Tell us or die. So I ended up clicking around and found out that he was mentioned in a local paper in a profile piece. Boom, media coverage in his local market got him results. So going global might make you bigger, but staying local gives you more impact, something you can leverage into more loyal listeners. And I hope that's just the tip you need. If you haven't already, subscribe to Just One Tip in your favorite podcast app right now. And if you have, thanks for doing that. And can you do me one more favor? Share this show with a fellow podcaster. You must know another podcaster. We're always trying to help each other out, right? We podcasters are good that way. So go, tell someone about your very own podcast performance coach. I'm Tim Wahlberg. See ya.